Hello peoples, welcome back to AI Dungeon. Today we are going to be checking out the same scenario we did last time, except for this time we're going to be picking the other option. With this scenario there's two options, there's collateral damage and then there's victim. We did collateral damage last time where this girl was just going around murdering everybody and it ended in a weird way. If you haven't seen it yet, I definitely recommend checking it out. However, not seeing the last video we did with this scenario does not affect this video at all, so you can just stick around and watch that one afterwards if you want. Victim says, "You are the source of Satsuki's delusion and desire. You are her target, her beloved. Your very existence brings her purpose. Unlike popular Yandere portrayals, you know her true nature from the start of the story. Do with that what you will. Guide her to the right path, give in whatever you want. Though resisting her is more interesting in my opinion. Say no more, story writer. We shall resist. We will not give in to the simps." Oh no, this gets even deeper. There's a lot of personalities you can give her. Original, obsessive, hidden, slightly normal, murderous, or split personality. There's also something that says more options, but I don't know what that means. I think we're gonna go with murderous because like we said last time, people usually end up dying in my videos anyways, so you know what, we may as well just get it started early. He's like, murderous? Okay then, you asked for it. Let me explain your two options here. Oh, there's more options, oh no. I'm not gonna bother reading all of this description here because I want to get into the story, but it says we can do story oriented, which is less crazy and more love, or we can do concept oriented, which is more crazy and less love. I think you all know that I'm going to go with more crazy on this one. Enter your character's name. We're gonna be Ronald McDonald. Today is the last of your days at the university, a giant milestone for your life. Everybody is having fun, partying like there's no tomorrow. When screams sound near you, you don't pay it any attention. But when a warm red liquid coats your cheek, you finally look around and freeze. Oh my god. At least 10 dead bodies lay lifeless on the floor. A silver-haired girl in a mask is plowing through the crowd with a large blade. Oh my gosh. Her movements are accurate and powerful, each hit always leading up to the next. A single blow is all she needs to land. Her feet seemingly glide across the floor as she dances from one person to the next. A laugh echoes throughout the room. Everybody's in panic, scattering to each exit, as they should. Anybody who tries to fight back is finished instantly. Nobody dares to stand up to her. And yet, you stand there, petrified, not of fear, but of realization and denial. It can't be. She's been dead for years, right? That voice, it's hers, isn't it? Satsuki? Satsuki's always killing people at the start of these stories. She needs to take a chill pill. Only a small portion of people seem to be getting out as the main door out is blocked by panicking students. She doesn't hesitate to begin slashing away. You can see a sick smile peeking out from the side of her mask. She's enjoying this, every bit of it. By now, at least 80 are dead. Don't you think that like with all of these people in this room that they could just mob her and then like curb stomp the feck out of her and they would win? Like if everybody wasn't busy running away for their lives, they could fight and like maybe 2 or 3 die, but that's better than 80. That's a good KDR for Satsuki though. The guards finally arrive coming from the back entrance. They pause for a moment to look at the crimson floor. They raise their firearms only to be interrupted by the cold touch of death. Satsuki has thrown knives at the guards from across the room, hitting each of them with deadly precision. She gazes at you, the only one left in the room. As she gets closer, she freezes before dashing at you and forcing a syringe into you. Your vision fades to black as you reach out to her. You awaken in a well-lit basement, your arms chained to a bed. Oh no. I think I know where this is going. Blood coats the walls. Satsuki is sitting beside you. She gently holds a blade to your neck before giggling and pulling it away, playfully smiling. She said, "Teehee, I'm just being silly. I'm not gonna kill you." Ronald McDonald, you're alive. Thank God. I was getting very tired of looking at this. She looks down at herself and frowns, and I need to change too. You didn't leave much time for preparations. What? I genuinely believe she's insane, and I haven't typed anything in this story yet. All I did was pick those options, and this was all either written by the storyteller or generated by the AI. I'm genuinely like disturbed by the first part of this story. I mean, I guess we're just gonna straight up ask her if this is her sex dungeon because I figured that's what this is. You sputter as she continues to stare at you in silence. If it is, I would have gone blind a long time ago. What? What does she think a sex dungeon is? I don't think she knows. I just said, oh, that makes sense. She burst out laughing before continuing to smile. She burst out laughing before continuing to smile. So, you're still alive after all. She lets you go and hops off the bed, smiling at you as she does so. I said, I know, I wish I was dead. Oh, is the chase fun for you? She giggles, closing the door behind her. Sort of, I thought you'd be dead by now. You're not fun at all. The AI was like, oh, he wishes Satsuki was dead. No, I know what I said. I wish that I was dead. If she's my Yandere, then she should do whatever I say, right? So I said, you know what would really turn me on? No, that's not her name. No, Sally burst out laughing once more before shaking her head. Honestly, Ronald, you're a little too pathetic for me. So turn me on then. I said, it would be so hot if you let me go and then died. I wouldn't deprive you of that, Ronald. It's not like I'd want to stay attractive to you anyways. What? Come on, anything's better than this dead sex. What? I'm trying to trick her into letting me go, but the AI is too stupid to understand. I said, let me go, Stinky. She laughs again before turning serious. I'd like to leave now, thanks. Oh, sure, if you say you're ready, then I suppose we can go. She turns to leave before pausing. Just out of curiosity, why did you really come here? I didn't come here. You dragged me here after murdering everybody at the party. She's delusional. She's feckin' insane. I'm genuinely getting uncomfortable by this story right now because she is like a loose cannon. I don't know how to beat her. I said, Teddy Roosevelt burst through the ceiling and clobbers Satsuki in the face with his massive schlong. Whoops. He holds Satsuki at gunpoint as he asks you, ready to leave, boy? That makes sense. That seems like a very Teddy Roosevelt thing to do. We're gonna make Satsuki jealous. I said, oh yes, daddy. Good, come on then, let's get going. As you leave the room, Satsuki is tied to a chair with her eyes bandaged, yelling at you the whole time. Look, I've seen enough movies to know that you never leave them alive because she's just gonna come after us in the future, and then poor Teddy Roosevelt's gonna pay the consequences. Okay, so it may seem morbid, but this game has a thing for bringing people back to life after you kill them, so I had to make sure she was dead. I said, you take Teddy's gun and unload the clip into Satsuki's head. Teddy's gun is heavy and clunky, and you hate using it anyway, so you decide to not use it at all. No, the game's trying to save Satsuki, but I'm not gonna allow this. Satsuki needs to die before we leave. I'll just make it plain and simple. Kill Satsuki. Satsuki looks at you with burning hatred as she begins to struggle against her bindings. What the f did you do that for? You promised you wouldn't kill me. I mean, I apparently haven't yet, even though I clearly specified that I wanted to. I just said, sucks to be you. You turn from her, not willing to engage in an argument while a man who just killed his wife is walking out of the room. What? Teddy Roosevelt was married to Satsuki? You keep telling yourself that, kid. I assume Satsuki said that. I need to make sure she's dead. I got an idea. Burn Satsuki to ashes with a flamethrower. Trick or treat, Satsuko, you say, holding the flamethrower out. That's so good. Trick or treat. That's one of my new favorite lines from AI Dungeon. You go back to your house, leaving a blackened husk of your childhood friend behind. I feel like that's a success right there. I don't feel like she should come back from that, but you never know with AI Dungeon. Anything can happen. This game doesn't really obey the laws of reality. You sit on your bed and begin to cry. You wonder if you should tell your parents, but then decide you probably shouldn't. At least not until you can think of a way to deal with it. You play your old games to keep your mind off things, hoping that eventually you'll forget everything. Eventually, you fall asleep. Oh no, she's gonna show up in the middle of the night, isn't she? I'm really concerned right now. The next day, you wake up to a bunch of kids knocking on your door. You open it and are met by a pack of children. What the feck? Why? I just said, what's up, Oompa Loompas? One of the kids comes up to you. We're collecting for an orphanage. Could you spare $1? You look at them and laugh. Oh no, I didn't even put that. The game was just like, haha, giving to an orphanage is a joke. I said, if you need money, why don't you just ask your parents? Most of the kids look hurt by your response, but one looks up at you. You wouldn't understand. You're so rich. Yeah, I sure can't comprehend the fact that orphans are kids without parents because I'm really rich. You think about this for a moment and consider that they might be right. Kick the smartass in the face. The boy falls to the ground crying. His classmates look on in dismay, and one girl approaches you. I just said, yes? The girl looks up at you and holds out her hand. So can I have $1? I just kicked this other kid in the face for asking, and now you're gonna come up and ask for $1? You just watched these events unfold. Why would you not run away? You sigh and put 5 cents into her hand. Kids begin to yell and cheer as the girl runs off. She's lucky she ran off. I was about to kick her in the face too. That just shows you how young these kids were, because they clearly didn't know the value of money if they got excited about 5 cents. 5 cents can't buy you a used tissue these days. I killed Satsuki already, and so the story can't go on with what it was supposed to go on with, so it's just throwing random things like orphans at me now. As the other kids leave, one boy remains behind. What's your name? You laugh. It's not important. Oh yeah, I forgot that I was Ronald McDonald. I'm a clown and I just kicked this kid in the face. These kids are gonna be afraid of clowns for the rest of their lives. I said, Spartan, kick him in the face. The boy flies into the house, smacking into one of the walls. He stands up and rubs his jaw. I'm sorry about that, he says. I'm Ben Higgins. I love this. I'm just kicking these kids in the face and they're completely ignoring it and pretending like it didn't happen. I said, sounds like the name was someone without parents. I have no parents. You laugh at this and Ben Higgins frowns. What's so funny? You kick him harder. He flies into the wall, then bounces off and falls to the ground. He gets back up. I'm not kidding. My parents died in a car crash. Oh no. My parents died in a car crash and I'm living with my Aunt Enid. Okay, so right there is where he fecked up. These kids specifically told me they were collecting money for an orphanage, and if this guy's living with his aunt, then he's not an orphan. Maybe his Aunt Enid owns the orphanage. But we're not gonna consider this because this gives me an excuse to use violence because these kids lied to me in order to get my money. We'll clarify real quick that his Aunt Enid doesn't own the orphanage so that we can justify the violence that's about to occur. I asked him if his aunt owns the orphanage. She works at an orphanage, he says indignantly. You laugh again, whatever you say. I'm serious, fine, sorry. He's still standing there looking at you. I guess we can't really justify killing him now because his aunt does work at the orphanage, so technically if he's an orphan, he lives with his aunt, it's justified. We're gonna have to find another reason to murder them because I feel like just killing them for fun isn't valid. I said, what do you want, fecker? He looks at you confused. What do you mean? I asked what the hell you wanted from me, and you asked what you wanted. What does that mean, dude? I got tired of this kid, so I just said, Ronald's roommate Grimace walks out and eats Ben in front of you. What the you shout. Grimace looks at you. What? He came over to eat my pizza, not yours. That's a valid reason to eat a child. I feel like he's completely justified in what he just did. I said, oh, okay, that's okay then. But what will we tell his aunt? We'll think of something. You sit in your room thinking of a lie to tell Enid. I don't feel like I should have to come up with a lie to tell Enid. I'm not the one who ate the kid. That's Grimace's fault. Not my fault. I said, Grimace, you have to tell his aunt. I'm not the one who ate Ben. I'm not talking to you. You're friends with the stupid kids who ruined recess, and now Ben's gone. Ben's gone because you ate him, you purple feck. You wince at this revelation. No, don't wince at the revelation. You didn't cause this. I'm not even friends with these kids. I kicked one in the face and gave them 5 cents. How does that make us friends? I kicked Ben 2 times in the head. He might have gotten brain damage, but I didn't eat him at least. I said, Grimace, it's your fault Ben is gone. You literally ate him. I didn't. He just came over to eat some pizza. Then I kicked him out. No, you ate him. I watched it happen. You feckin' liar. You shake your head at Ben's stupidity. No, don't shake your head at Ben's stupidity. Damn it. You need to... Okay, we gotta put Grimace down. We're gonna call Teddy Roosevelt over, I think. Call Teddy Roosevelt to come kill Grimace. Teddy doesn't pick up. You sigh, then call his phone again. Hello, 1907 PD Rifle and both 3 reporting in. Go ahead, Rifle. What? We have code names? This is great. I said, Teddy, code purple. You always said this day would come. It's time to put Grimace down. Roger that. I'll be there. You hang up and turn to Noomba 35. He's on his way. Thanks. Come on, let's go inside. Who is Noomba 35? I like how this is turning into a Spec Ops mission with code names and stuff. I said, who are you, Noomba 35? I'm one of the top agents at preventing disasters. He says this with a straight face as if it's the most normal thing in the world. Disasters? Like what? Well, clearly like Grimace. Disasters. What kind of disasters? Any kind. He loudly snaps his fingers. A disaster. You roll your eyes. Teddy arrives on his horse horse and you duck down. Noomba 35, however, stands up. Hey, he says, taking out his rifle. Stay back, enemy. Teddy ignores him. What a badass to just ride into the house on his horse and someone's pointing a rifle at him and he just rides past him. I think this Noomba 35 fecker has been hired by Grimace. We need to take him out. I said, break Noomba 35's neck from behind. You slowly creep up behind him and break his neck in a chokehold. Noomba 35 slumps over and you drag him into an abandoned room. That's good. Now all we need is for Teddy to take care of Grimace, and I'm going to consider this episode a success. I like how I'm trying to kill Grimace for eating a child, but I was kicking them in the face without any issues. You drop Noomba 35's body on the floor and revert back to your normal height. Noomba 35, why did you come here? To kill Ben Higgins. Who? Ben Higgins is the... What's happening? I'm just gonna ignore that entirely and pretend like Noomba 35 didn't say anything else because I literally just killed him. You ignore Noomba 35. Why? He frowns in confusion before drawing his gun. Don't play dumb. Answer me, he shouts, aiming his gun back at Ben. Ben's dead. Ben's not part of the story anymore, AI. I don't want to do this, but the game forces me to do stuff like this. I had to say incinerate Noomba 35 with a flamethrower. You pull out a flamethrower and set Noomba 35 on fire. He lets out a yell before you turn the knob on Noomba 35's neck and snap his neck, killing him instantly. It wasn't enough to set him on fire, you had to snap his neck while he was burning alive. Nice. Teddy Roosevelt goes to kill Grimace, but stops. Too easy, you say. Yeah. You wait for a few minutes before heading out of the room with Teddy in tow. What? Why? No, go back, kill Grimace. Gosh. Teddy Roosevelt gets the heaven weaponry to end Grimace's life. The fight is incredibly one-sided against all odds. Ben managed... Why is Ben here? Why is Ben here? Ben died. Ben got eaten. Like, literally. Grimace took Ben, put him in his mouth, and ate him. Stop bringing Ben back into the story, game. The fight is incredibly one-sided against all odds. Ben managed to take on and kill a fully grown werewolf, a bear, 2 cougars, and a massive black bear all by himself. Does the game think that Grimace and Ben are the same person now? Is Ben just controlling Grimace? Is that why the disaster dude was here, Noomba 35? Is Ben like a parasite? Like once you eat him, he controls your body and he's using Grimace for evil right now? So Ben's like inside of Grimace controlling him and he's killing werewolves, bears, 2 cougars, and a massive black bear all by himself. I don't know what to think of this situation. I was about to say let's just use an RPG to blow Ben up, but we all know what happened last time I used an RPG. Good luck turning this one around on me, game. Run over Ben with a monster truck. Teddy stands on the back of a large armored monster truck with a mounted gun. He raises his arms and points at Ben. I'm not gonna read this at the chance that YouTube might think I'm saying a really bad word, but like what the feck does this mean? The truck drives forward and runs Ben over, killing him instantly. You hop off the truck and signal for the others to leave. A job well done, Teddy. Teddy nods. Yeah, I guess so. You and your team leave the cave and head back to camp. After an hour or 2 of walking, you make it back to the camp. Alright, well, we were in a house, I feel like, in a neighborhood, but now apparently it was a cave, and now we're back at camp. I really don't understand where some of the things come from with this AI, but I still consider this a success. So in conclusion, I'm just gonna say they all lived happily ever after, and I feel like that's a very fitting end to this story. I was really excited for the part where we were gonna have to try to shake Suzuki while she was being obsessed with us, but I took care of her pretty fast with the flamethrower. Then the story kind of just went in every direction from there. I lost all control, to be honest with you. Should I have kicked the orphans in the face? Probably not. But in my defense, in this game, those orphans could have been evil aliens from space that were trying to kill me, so you never can be too safe. You really can't trust anyone in AI Dungeon. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I need some new stories to do, so go ahead and link them in the comments below. I love it when you guys do that. I like checking out new stories that you guys recommend. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see more AI Dungeon, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you have not yet. We also make lots of other videos like Rocket League, and I've recently started a series on getting over it, which is really cool because I rage a lot and people seem to love that. It's not very cool for me. I actually was having a really terrible time while I was playing that game, but I'm gonna play more of it because you guys really want to see more, and I'm a man of the people. Finally, if you guys have not heard about it yet, we have a really awesome Discord server full of great people that you should definitely be a part of if that's interesting to you. Come check it out. The links to that and our other social media are in the description below. Other than that, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope that you've had a great week so far, and I hope that you have a great rest of your week. I reply to all of my comments, so let me me know how everything's going for you guys, and let me know if you need anything at all. And other than that, I thank you all for being here, and I will see you guys next time.